As I walk through the night alone.
Okay, so today we have Black Marine and MX the American with their release Hair Killer, which will be out this Friday the 9th. And we have an exclusive interview with them. I'm excited about this. So how's everyone doing here? We have Marina.
Yes,
How are you doing?
hi.
You're doing well?
I'm very great.
And we also have Ray, Rad Ray.
What's up? What's up?
Vocals.
What's up, everybody?
Your vocals, right, Rad Ray? Your
Yes,
vocalist.
sir.
Yeah, cool. And then we also have Melvin, vocals and bass.
No, we got Rad Ray on bass and vocals. Melly D's a rapper, spoken word singer. Also
Oh, okay.
with me.
That's what my notes are wrong then. Well, here we go anyway. But I mean, I was looking up the band today, and that's where I got the wrong notes, some of the wrong instrumentation
Don't worry,
stuff.
Rob. When I met them, they were all in masks. I didn't know who is who. And when I was doing the music video, I would put like a Ray twice instead of Melvin. And then I'm like, I don't know who is who.
Yeah.
Who is singing?
we
Who
don't know
rapping?
who is who.
Who is playing?
We don't know who is who sometimes, do we, Mel?
No, we don't.
So anyway, we have Melvin, Melly D. We have
What's up?
Brad Ray Terrell. We have David Duncan and Ray Goodman and Detlef von Kelvin. Is that correct?
Yeah, Detlef von Calvin, yes.
I got that right. And some really cool stuff. I had no idea about this, but with you guys, that says I read that you have shared the stage with rock and metal icons like Megadeth, Motorhead, Slayer, Spirit Box, Hatebreed, A Day to Remember, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Overkill, and King Diamond.
A lot of them, man. A lot more than that, but yes, that's definitely it.
Yeah.
And on this project right here, Dave Malazzi is drumming on this project here, and I'm doing guitar and bass, and Melly D is doing the spoken word rapping, and I'm doing vocals, and then we got the beautiful Marina playing the grand piano and doing definitely writing and singing beautifully.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So we have Black Marine here, who's a solo artist. So there's no one to mention playing with her other than MX the American on this new cut. But Black Marine is from Vienna, Austria, based and classically trained and completely unpredictable. She brings orchestral power and cinematic darkness into every track. You don't just hear her music, it pulls you under.
Yes, it does.
But I do. I know Black Marine, though.
Today
for quite a while
I'm
now.
Police officer.
Today you're a police officer.
Please
I love
behave.
that. Arrest us now.
All right. Let's
Good
go.
one.
It's funny.
So for me, this collab wasn't actually expected. This came unexpected to me that the two of you would get together. How did this partnership between Black Marine and MX the American ever come to get together?
Tell them, Marina.
Well, everything started in September because because I'm usually at Jeff's shows, and I heard the Ray interview, and I just follow my intuition, and I contact him, and I was writing him emails. And I said, like, I have a song which I didn't finish. And I was like, I wanted to release it in January, but there is no song. And then we were writing emails, and then it all lasts like several months. And then actually this song, the title and the structure of the song, I wrote in 2023. But the thing is that I wasn't actually very happy. Each time when I was doing on the song, I was like, it's not how I want it to be. So then because Hair Killer, it's like a really great title, and I wanted to do something with it because it's partially it's like a true story, and then it developed like imaginary. But then when I met Ray, and then he said like, we are going to do this in the studio, and this is the first time actually that I like send my music to someone. I don't send my music to people to work on that. Usually they would ask me. So then that was the first time, and I actually had complete trust, and I just believed Ray that I know what he's doing. And then they recorded Hair Killer like in one day, and then bam, they just sent me the rough mix. And then it blew my mind. It was like, oh my God, is this like really happening? Because it sounded like this is like what I ever wanted. And I used to play in punk band like as a teenager, but since then I didn't have this kind of vibe in my music. And then when Ray and Melvin are doing their things with other musicians, it's just like they made my song really, really so powerful. And I'm like so grateful to them because each musician composed their own part. Melvin wrote his own lyrics that he's rapping, and I mean they just did their own thing, and I think it's really amazing because we are all like completely like honest and true to ourselves when it comes to this collaboration.
Yeah, like music is something that comes from inside you, and there's got to be an element of trust there if you're going to be working with others.
But then
Yeah,
I
most
must
definitely.
mention there is because Ray said, "Oh, I have one guy. He's Richard James Dobbs, so he is playing lead guitar." And
Yes.
now I'm going to read bass guitar, Ray Terrell, rap vocals, Melly D. Davis, rhythm guitar vocals, Ray Terrell, drums, Dave Mulazi.
Yes, Dave Malazzi.
And he also was engineer, and it was
Pizza Boy Dave.
Rex Track Studio in Georgia.
Yes.
So
I
is
like
that
the way you
where it
say
was
that.
recorded?
They just did like amazing work. Like as I said at the beginning, when I was like texting, writing email to Ray like, "Hey Ray, I'm thinking about our collaboration every day," and then like just this is like insane. Like, and I don't have even song. And then it was like, and Ray was like, okay, like. It will take some time, right? And then actually they finished like in one day in the studio, and it just like
That's
it was amazing.
that's amazing. So Ray and Melvin, how did that come together so quickly?
Well, I was she was like she said in September she was emailing me and telling me want you to do this song and which is cool, you know. I like collaborating and stuff, but this is like, yeah, I'll hit you back here in November or December, you know, with this song. And I'm like, well, okay. You know, and I've been hearing her stuff and everything. I liked her music and all, and been seeing her, you know, all around and stuff. And I told Melvin about it, and Melvin's like, well, you know, let's just check it out. And so then she had sent me a couple of different parts of some previous stuff with some orchestral things that she had done with this song before. And you know, and like I said, at the time, you know, I had gone through like some heart surgery and different. We had just finished up our album. We were finishing that up, and then we got an album we did with Storm Kingdom, and I was like running ragged, man, at that point. And I'm like, okay, yeah, we'll do another one. And I just told Melvin, we're not doing no more right now, man. We got to take a break here for a second, you know. And then, but then she sent the part to me, and I was like, this don't sound nothing like what she had sent before. This is awesome, man. So Melvin's like, all right, well, let's just see what we can do with it. So we go in there and in the studio. I told her it'd be a couple of weeks before I went back down to Atlanta because I'm up in West Virginia, up here in the mountains. And so I got down there. Me and Melvin met me over at the studio, and we jumped in, and you know, I put some background vocals on the chorus line and stuff, and then then Melvin jumped in there, boy. He just throwed down on it, man. He already was in the other room writing and stuff while I was working on the one part and the chorus line, and shit, he jumped in there, man, and he's always got some magic, man, to put in some stuff, man. He just came in there with some, just some badass stuff, man, and we laid it down, and then Dave Malazzi, the engineer, he's just really killer. We call him Pizza Boy Dave, and this studio's up in Swanee, Georgia, up there, right northeast of Atlanta, there, and he laid drums down, and then he was engineering. And then I had already previously sent what Marina had sent me to California to Richard Dobbs, who's played with us for years. And he was in California then, or he still is. But anyway, he had laid some parts down and sent some stems to us in the studio. And then once I got my part down and Melvin got his down, and then me and Melvin sitting there kind of giggling, going, man, we just wait till we hear Richard's part, because we hadn't even heard it yet, and Dave laid that part in there, and it was like, holy cow, man, this is awesome, man. So, and then, it just came together, man, but it was, first of all, it starts off with a great song, and, then us putting our stuff in it, and, we just like collaborating with different people, and just Marina's real sweet, and she just does a great job. She's just an awesome pianist and singer.
For sure.
So, But anyway, and then Melvin's there. Melvin's got his part right there. Where you at? You there, Melly D?
Melvin disappeared. Melvin.
Oh, did he?
Oh yeah, it's not there now.
Oh, well, he's at the
That's
Falcons.
all right.
He's at the Falcons game, man. He's trying to get the tailgate thing going. I guess he should be back here. I mean, hopefully he will be. But
well, if he comes
anyway,
back, we'll give him some words.
Yes,
stop,
that's basically.
He's trying to fit himself in between stuff.
I hear you.
Yeah.
But basically, he like I say, he laid some good stuff down, and then since then we actually are working on some other songs also with Marina, and they're just coming out so awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, we got some follow-up stuff for
idea
this.
about that. That's new news.
We didn't tell anyone.
yeah, exactly. So,
Well,
So
sometimes,
this is like yeah.
well, that's best. And
we didn't know either. We didn't know either until all of a sudden it started happening. No. And then as soon as we got Hair Killer, me and her were talking, and next thing I know, she's writing this down. And as we're conversing on WhatsApp, I just well, she was talking about needing the second verse, and I was like, I just screenshot what we were saying, and I was like, I sent it to her, and I said, there you go. She goes, what? And I said, read what we just said. And she was like, holy cow, you're a genius, man. And I was like,
they were like really great ideas, like also in kind of the conversation and all of the things that you can really come with some really great ideas. And this is what I really love with working with them, because they're like so open-minded people, and they're like really professional, and they're also great friends. And since I gave them Hair Killer, and then they did how they did, and then immediately the second song came out, and then Ray said, "Come on, let's continue this." So then so now the secret is out.
Now everything. Oh,
yeah,
stuff
I'm
is
sorry.
flowing.
I didn't mean to throw it out, but the first thing, well, I would say one other thing, we got the recordings done. Marina goes, well, she had told me before that we had conversed before we actually laid the part. I was like, well, who's going to mix this, and she goes, I will. So she,
I'm usually doing everything.
Yeah, she's usually doing everything, she says, and I'm thinking, well, so am I, and I'm thinking, I'm just, like she said, she's not used to ever giving nobody any her music just to go with. Well, I'm not either. So it's like I'm thinking to myself, how do I talk to her about this now? Who's going to do this? Should I see if I can do a mix? And she's already going to do a mix, but I don't, you're on a new relationship and stuff, or doing something. You want to make, it's always fragile a little bit, because you don't want to mess it up, and you want everybody happy. And so I try to be diplomatic and trying to think about this. And so it just so happened when we were in the studio and we had it laid down, Dave just ran a mix right then, with what we had there. And then when we sent it to her, she was, I mean, I was just hoping that it was, the parts that we did was just going to be good, for her. And because she's just awesome, and you just never know about people. Some people we might think it's great, but the other person may not think anything's great. You never know about what someone's
you're always
thinking,
taking a risk. Yeah, as a musician,
yes, you are.
always
There you
taking a
go.
risk. And this song is really interesting the way that because you've got the grand piano parts that Black Marine brought in during the beginning and the end and the middle, and then very big contrast between the parts that you guys had written, which are
Yes.
kind of the second and fourth section. Yeah, it's a
Yes.
big contrast, but it fits together quite well. That happened so quickly. I can't believe that. That's great.
Yeah.
The juices
Well,
are
when I
flowing.
when I first heard the song, when she was telling me hair killer, and I'm thinking hair killer. What is hair killer? I'm thinking, when she was first talking to me back in September, I'm thinking hair killer. That's such a strange name. But there's so many different scenarios about that. Different parables or different things that you can take that as. You know what I mean? What a hair killer is, and then being from Europe, they're the way their terms are is different from us over here in the States, But I mean, we mean the same thing probably in the end, but we just have different terms. So I'm thinking, well, maybe she's thinking this, or and we're thinking this. But sometimes I try not to get so analytic about it, because that's why I try to not think as much about this. I mean, I think about the songs before I'm going to record, no matter what song it is. But I got to where now, and this, it's been doing this so long, I like to just kind of wait till I get to the studio more so, and then the ideas, because there's so many ideas rolling through your head that you forgot most of what you're thinking in weeks before or days before. So I don't want to lose that magic. So the magic just happens when me and Mel get in the studio. It just comes about, Fortunately, we have that we can do that, be able to do that, and then Marina's, like I say, she's got great ideas because I think that I'm saying something to her. She's already come back to me already with something before I could even text it to her. She's already texted me the same thing. So we're thinking the same a lot, and that's what's the beauty of this. And that's how actually the second song got going. It's actually, it's more like a love song and stuff.
Don't say the title.
But that's bringing up
Keep it.
a big question that I wanted to ask from the very beginning that I've kind of held off on, and you're skirting around it. What does hair killer mean? Because when Black Marine sent that to me, the first idea in my head was I started laughing, but then I started thinking, well, it could, like you said, that could mean a lot of different things. Like, is this kind of a fun thing or kind of a humorous thing, or is it more serious? I really started to think about it, and now, like, I'm really interested. So, what is a hair killer about?
So actually, it was happening in Belgium in 2023. I was playing back then with 3 different bands in England, and then when you finish the gig and then you are like putting your instruments in the car and so, and then it was like so dark, and someone, just because I have like very long hair, and then just someone like grabbed me for my hair and pulling me, and I was like, "Hey, hair killer!" Just like that, and then they were all like, "Aha!" like, and then I'm like, "Well, this is like hair killer. This is like very cool, so I can write song about that." And I started in 2023, hair killer, but then I didn't write it as a song. I wrote it for soprano and ensemble, and then they performed in New York City in 2023, 4, I think. But still, I wanted hair killer to develop as a song, like to sing, but to be the right, it must feel right. So until I met them, it didn't feel right. Now it's the right thing to do, and this is actually how hair killer actually started. But then the rest of the song, like it's like more than imaginary, because there is like a first idea, and then as you write lyrics, then I need to add like some different parts which are actually like not autobiographical. So I was going like more like back and forward into horror thing, which is my thing, and then of course when I sent them the track with my singing, Ray sang a completely different chorus, and I think this is like really amazing, because he didn't sing what I sang it, he sang what he sang, what he wanted to do. So I think that's really great.
Yeah, I do too. So is there a story to the song Hair Killer? Like the lyrics, does it tell something, or is it about something more evil? Like like you're talking about, Marina, or
Yeah.
It's not. It's more meant in a funny way, but I think
okay,
there are like so many interpretations of the song, and
okay,
I would leave that to the audience. And
yes, okay,
as I said, when I write songs, they're more like horror kind of story, but this one actually started like autobiographical, but then it developed like differently. And
yeah,
of course, with them, it's now like it has a completely different shape,
right,
and it's a really, I'm so proud of what we did.
yeah,
I'm actually proud of
super,
what we are doing, and I must say I'm so grateful to Ray because he really believed in me, and um, he really wanted this project to like be big, and I'm so grateful to both of them, to Melvin and Ray, and it's just like
Yes, and
amazing.
Melvin brings such a different thing to the whole deal also from
Yeah.
what even me and Marina have. I mean, it took Marina to write the song, come up with the deal, and then me to kind of formulate and put my deal in. I mean, she actually did write the chorus, but I just did it my way on there. But it's basically with her what she's singing. I kind of wanted to be more sing towards what she's doing, but my own way. But then Melvin comes in there. It just takes it into a whole different level, and it just worked out great.
yeah,
He just does,
yeah.
he's just great at, delivering, doing spoken word, and he's good at rapping, but he's very good at spoken word. Yeah, the way he delivers stuff.
Yeah, that's a talent too, something that's different. I'm not good
Oh
with
yeah, try to
spoken
do it.
word.
It's hard. Yeah.
Um, and both of you have your styles are already like solid, definite different styles, but you have a very solid style each, and you've been able to bring them together, which is really cool, which is
Yeah,
becoming
that
really
is.
popular now, right? It's collaborations and mixtures of styles, genres too, is becoming a real indie type thing. For indie
Yeah.
musicians, using I don't know if I've even heard about folk and punk coming together, which I haven't heard any yet. It sounds like a pretty interesting collaboration, but
Yeah, it does, don't
but
it?
that seems to be where things are going. Well, that gets me like that finishes like my main questions. I think we got to meet both of you. That's great. But just like before we go, is there anything that you wanted to add, Ray or Marina, before we go, or do you have any? Yeah, do you have anything or is there anything I left out or forgot that you'd like people to know
Well,
about?
actually, I did the music video, and they also filmed themselves. And then because I also love to do a music video by myself to tell the story, and I
Right,
think it's like more authentic if I like project what it is in my music into the screen. So
right.
then they were of course doing again their own thing. And what I like about this collaboration is just like we all have our own freedom. There is no like anyone tell another one do this or do that because no one listens.
She's used to, and I'm used to doing those
Yeah, yeah.
because we're
So we
used to,
just
we're always
agreed.
having a direct. Yeah.
We just agree. You do your thing, I'll do my thing, and then it was like, okay, well, it can work, yeah. And then they sent me the clips, and then I did the video, and the video comes on Friday the 9th, and after that it will be available on all streaming platforms.
Yeah.
And
So it drops.
I must also add that Ray had an amazing idea to, because of the artwork, because we go back and forth a bit with the artwork, but then the artwork now did a guy called Magpie Sally. Did I pronounce
Yes.
correctly?
Yeah. Yo. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, the artwork is just like killer. It's so great. Like they're like Melvin and Ray like on the side. It just looks so cool.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah. It's
pair the
kind of funny,
artwork.
but
Yeah,
it's
I'll pair it
awesome.
up with
It's
the
awesome.
song when I play it,
Yeah,
so
it's
that they can
awesome
see
right
you.
there.
Yeah, looks great.
And then we
But
got to give Richard Jobs really some good dibs of
oh yeah, I
play.
mean
He
guitars are
is.
like
I
so
meant to say that
awesome.
earlier in the interview. He is. He's got a degree in music, and he's done stuff for us a lot over the years. We played a lot of places together, and stuff. But he is just great. You just hand him something, and he's got something for it. And this he just did an outstanding job on everything that Marina and Melvin have worked on, So
So
he's
he
really,
blended the
really
section
good.
in the beginning from Marina's grand piano to the heavier stuff of MX the American. He
Well, that's
blended his
actually
guitar
me
work in
doing
there
that.
and transferred into the new stuff very nicely.
Yeah, he does. He's lead, and then I'm playing the other guitars on there, and bass.
Yes.
Yeah, you tend to do that when you're an indie musician.
Yeah,
Maybe
well,
we
it just
can
happened.
maybe we can ask Melvin something because he's there.
Is he there,
Yeah.
Hey, Melvin.
Melvin?
There he
Hey,
is.
Melvin.
Yes,
Can
turn
you
the
hear me?
microphone on again, Melvin. There you go.
I was just holding. I'm sorry. I was just because I'm in a stadium and it's extremely loud. So when I put it to my ear, you can't see me, so I can hear it because I don't have my earbuds. But I just wanted to add, you know, thank y'all. Thank you for letting us on. Thank you, Black Marina, for inviting us to help you along the way with this new project that we're working on. Everything seemed extremely well. We got a great collaboration together, and I'm looking forward to more material. I can't hear the response back from you guys as I talk, but I just wanted to say that thank you all. I enjoyed it. I love the interview, and I will be checking out more interviews from this station as well. Now,
Great. Yeah. Thank you, Melvin, for your
Yeah.
words, kind words. Thank you. So that was nice of
Yeah,
him.
right. Yeah, Rob, you got some bad. You just got a lot of great people on there, dude. I mean, I know it took a long time to build what you have, but you really, really do got a.
Oh, well,
I mean,
thank you
you're
so much.
really a hell of a supporter in this business, man.
Yes.
Thanks.
I mean, I support your channels and your groups and all that, but I wish we can, I mean, we're here now, and that right there is
Yeah.
what really matters. You know what I mean? Because I
Yes.
could see a future of definitely of us doing this, and with Marina and all of us, all collaborating together and doing,
Mhm.
more interviews and stuff and things like that. So it's,
But we did
we
talk
really
if
appreciate it.
Wonderful. Great. Thank you.
something happens in
Thank
the
you so much.
future, like to play live, then we will play live together.
That would be cool.
Everything is possible.
You have to come to the
Yeah.
U.S.
Yeah, I am.
You are.
I am.
Really? You said something about it before.
Yeah, but this time there is this. This is actually what Jeff is supporting this ISSA award that is happening in Atlanta every August for American and international indie artists.
Yeah.
So this is like what I didn't know for that until last year, and then I'm going to try to do that this year.
Yeah. Jeff from, what's his radio station called again?
Front Row Radio.
Front Row Radio. Give him a plug.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I like Jeff too.
He's our great friend. So
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff Tucker. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Yeah,
okay, that's great.
Jeff's awesome. He's just like you, a major
thank you.
supporter, just like you are, man. I mean, both of you together, are dangerous, man. You know what I mean?
I really appreciate it.
in a good way.
Yeah,
in a good way.
I know what you're
Don't get me
saying.
wrong.
No,
Yes.
I know what you're saying. That's
And
great.
one
That's
other
wonderful.
one other thing is with Marina is we've done got to where now it's like when I try to text her something or she's already texted me or I'm trying to text her something or she's trying to text me and I'm already texting her. We already done got to the point where we're saying we're not even going to have to talk anymore, are we? We're just going to have to touch each other and be like, we already know what we're saying, but
reading
when
minds.
she comes here,
Telepathy.
yeah, we already got that mind meld thing going on Star Trek. You know what I mean?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
That's great.
But
but thank you so much for the interview. Thank you, Ray and Marina. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the comments too. I appreciate the support. The more support I get, it's more support for everybody who I try to support, right? So
That's right.
If I'm getting good comments, it's spreading positivity out there to everybody else who I'm trying to support. So I really do appreciate that with this show and things. And so I just wanted to say thank you.
It takes us all.
And we will be in touch soon. So,
Thank you, Rob, once again. And I really appreciate your support through all these years because I'm like in your here, like during interviews, like several times. So
Absolutely. Okay.
it's always a
Horns
lot of
up,
fun.
everybody.
Yeah. Great job. Okay. Bye-bye, guys.
Ciao.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Just disappear forever.
As I reach out for your neck, as I test your body strength, I drag the comb across your forehead. Destination is repent. As we lay there seeking silence, but the pilot was a riot. I watch you stand out like a thriller, but you're just a hair